guys, today we're going to make a chocolate cake, and all you're going to need is plain flour, sugar, cocoa powder, baking powder, baking soda, teaspoon salt, eggs, teaspoon vanilla essence, cup of oil, milk and boiling water. Okay, I'll just set my camera up here. What do you guys think we should do for, what do you guys want me to call you guys? Okay, so let's start. The first ingredient is 1/4 a quarter. No. We're going to be doing 1/3 and 1/4 cups of plain flour. 1/3 and 1/4 cups of plain flour. Let me just get this. So here's my 1 cup. You can see it says 1 cup. If you can even see. It says 1 cup on here, I know. And then we want 1/3 of a quarter. There we go, 1/3 of a quarter. And then I'm gonna put in flour in here. So this is our flour. The flour. And we're gonna be putting 1 cup and 1/3. Now I need to do the 1/3 of a quarter 3 times because I don't have the right measurements, so I'm just putting it 3 times in here. That's done. The next step is, again for the sugar, the same amount. 1 cup and 1/3 of a quarter. So, again, here's our measurements. I still need to get a mic. So if you guys can help me grow this channel, please, then I can get a mic and do other videos. So 1, 2, 3. You guys should comment down below what should I do for my next video, and tell your friends to subscribe, and you also need to like and subscribe. And next ingredient is 1/3 of a quarter cocoa powder. Well, that's a little much. So we're going to use this 3 times. This is hard to open, so 3 times. I don't know if I've got enough. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, that That wasn't much fun. Next up is one cup and a half teaspoon baking powder. Let's see where's the teaspoons at. Tablespoon. Just 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. I've got 1 teaspoon and a quarter. No, a half. I'll just fold this in halfway because I don't have a half measurement. So that is for baking powder. By the way, I'm using this ingredient. You can take a photo if you want. And if you're wondering how long it's gonna take, here's it. And for how long and stuff you need to put it in is right here. Now I'm just going to make my own icing. So yeah. So I still have to do the baking powder. Is that thing. I chopped it. Just washing it. There we go. Baking powder, where's the baking powder? A new one. I need some scissors. Nothing there. I'll just use a knife for now. Never mind, I got the scissors. So I'm going to cut it open. And then I'm going to open it. So we want 1.5 of this. Yeah, teaspoons. You always want to be accurate, otherwise you will put too much and it won't taste good. Last time I made something, there was too much salt and it tasted like salt. I accidentally put 1 cup of salt instead of 1 teaspoon. So you need to do that accurately. Next up is 1.5 teaspoon baking soda. So this is the baking soda that I'm using. And then we'll just do the same thing again. You want to make it flat so it doesn't go, so there isn't a lot to waste. Now half one. So as you can see, I'm really new to YouTube. My 4th video. I'm trying my best to get views and stuff. Next up is 1/2 of salt. Now this is where it gets me. I'll go get the salt. Salt's over here. There we go, the salt's right here. So how much do we need to put on? This is my trick, I always use too much salt. So it says a half teaspoon. So I'll fill in it halfway. Really concentrating. This is a half. Just put it in there. And then next up is 2 eggs. I got my 2 eggs right here. So I'm just going to crack it open. And do this. This is going everywhere. Okay. So I'm just going to pour it in right now. There we go. I want to get all the yolk in. Then I'll pull it and put it on the side. The same thing goes for the second egg. Crack it open. Open, and then you just let it in. I'm going to wash my hands after this because this gets very sticky if I don't wash my hands. So that's washed. Next up is 1 teaspoon vanilla essence. There you go. Vanilla essence. I'm just using vanilla extract for now. It says like it's just to add flavoring. So I'm just going to put one whole one in here. There we go. Next up is 1/2 a cup oil. Now it doesn't matter what oil you use as long as it's just oil. So I'm using this oil. And then I'll just pour in. This is taking long. And then we just pour it in. Okay. Now, what's the next step? I like to put in everything in first and then mix it. It's a lot easier for me. 1 cup milk. So this is our cup. This is our milk. I'll just pour in. I like to experiment with my cake and stuff, so sometimes if it's done cooking, I'll put some nutella in it or some flavoring to make it better, or put some sprinkles in. I just need to get something to open that. Well, the help, the milk, we'll pour in a cup. Where's the cup? The cup milk. And then we will just gently pour it in. So it looks like this for now. Then after we've done that, we need to put in 1 cup of boiling water. I've already boiled the water, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour it in. There we go. And that's all. Now I'm going to mix. I'm going to use this to mix. But first I need to close them up. Otherwise it will spill and just ruin everything. Just stirring it. Let's go over to the time lapse to make it go faster. And I'm using spray to oil it up so it doesn't burn. Now I'm just gonna go like this around the edges, and then wow, it's done now. After that, you just wanna put it on and try not to spill. Yeah, so you just gently pour it in. Just pour it in. Now I'm just going to get all of it out. And after all it's done, after all you've done all your stuff that you made, you wanna go put it in the oven. Now the ingredients say we should put it in for 45 minutes. I just got cake on me. That's a big whoop. Anyways, let me just put it down gently. The thing says cook time takes 45 minutes. So I'm going to put it in the oven. Going to put it in the oven. And you need to put it on, I don't know, 160. So I'm putting it in. I'm closing it for now. And then we need to wait. see, I didn't put enough oil or butter, well, not oil, spray or butter on this end. So I'm just trying to let it up.
Okay, Daddy.
Alright.
We post a update and I. Goodbye. Ow.
So after that is all scrambled up, I'm going to put it in a plate. And if you want to, you can mix, you can put it on the patches that's missing. But I'm just going to put it in the fridge for now. This recipe is very good and soft. I'm going to put in the roast into the lip. This is where I'm going to put the icing. But first I'm going to cut this open. I'm going to take this off, put it on another plate, take all the pieces that's loose now and put it on the plate. We're going to let that cool off for a little bit. So it's cooled off. We're gonna add some nutella and we're gonna spread it around. Then all these bits that I pull off, we're gonna stack it on. So I'm going to get this off. So I'm pulling it off. So it's pulled off. Next step is to get some nutella and spread it around. This is going to be hard because it's here and this long piece. So this one needs to scooch a little bit over, and then this needs to go there. We put the little bits that came off there, and then this last bit we can put there. So as you can see, it's probably falling apart right now, but after we've made the icing, icing, it might look better. So I melted some butter. I melted butter earlier in this video. So just this amount of butter is okay. Next up, I'm gonna put in some milk. I want this icing to be liquidy, so I can just pour it over. Next up, I'm gonna put some cocoa powder for the chocolate flavoring. So close the nutella. I'm gonna take all this off. Put this there, so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm probably just gonna get some spoon. Any spoon really. Then I'm gonna mix it. And you also need icing sugar, that's what I'm missing. The icing sugar is here. So I'm gonna just pour some.